Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be part of the technical analysis series which you can access through the playlist, and in this one we're going to be learning about candlesticks. So stick me in this one and let's see what we can get into. So as I mentioned, the technical analysis series is something that I'm going to be doing through September, and I'll be putting it in a playlist of which you can access in the top right hand corner, and obviously you can follow through, learn the basics of technical analysis, etc, etc. Now let's get into candlesticks. So candlesticks are a way of looking at a chart. So normally you would have a line chart, maybe as a beginner you would look at the line, but the candlesticks give you that bit of extra detail, a bit of extra information that you need to know, especially when you're looking at trends, etc, when you're moving into an investment. So let's dig into the chart and let's have a look. As you can see here, this is the chart for Tesla since December of last year, and you can see here the line of which they have moved up and down, so they've reached highs of 886 and lows of 563. Now what we want to do is get a bit more detail by using candlesticks. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop up to the top here and click on this line, which is the types of indicators that you can get regarding prices, and we're going to hit candles. And as you can see here, they all look like candles. You've got some red ones which represent downward movement, and you've got green ones which represent upside movement. Now if you look in the top left hand corner of this, you've got Tesla, which is the stock that we've chosen, and then you've got D, which is 1 day. Now you can tap on this and have different time zones, so you can have 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour, and 1 day. Typically the only ones I use are kind of 1 day and 4 hours. But for the purpose of this video, we're going to use 1 day. So we just tap on 1 day, and you can see that every candle here represents 1 day. Now, so this was on Friday, because we're filming on Sunday. This was a Friday, this was a Thursday, this was a Wednesday, this was a Tuesday, this was a Monday, etc. You get the point. Now if we zoom in to the chart here, and you can see the candles are a little bit clearer, and you can see these green ones kind of pushing the stock up, and obviously the red ones are kind of leveling it off. Now the detail of this is quite simple. We will just zoom in here, and the bottom of this thick part is where the day is opened. Now, so this one has opened at $649, and then it closed at $677. So it represents an upside for that particular day. Now, you may be asking yourself, what are these little wicks here for? I said wicks, and these wicks are basically how high the stock went on that particular day. It didn't end there, but that's how high they went. Likewise with the bottom wick as well, which is the lows of the day here. So it may, for example, I've opened here, dipped down a little bit at the beginning, and that's where it went down to 648, then it shot all the way up to 683, but it ended at a level of 677. And moving on from that, if we look at the red candlestick, it's just a complete opposite. So the day started at this 712 level, and it finished at 698. Again, the top wick represents the highs of the day, and the bottom wick represents the lows of the day. So it may have opened at, well, it did open at 712, then it went up to highs of 716 throughout the day, and then it went down as low as 697, but it closed at 699. Now that is the basics of candlesticks. Now I won't be going into trend lines, etc, because that's not part of this video. So we basically just understood what candlesticks are and how to read them. Now to just clarify that, we can go back up to the top left where I mentioned before the day. If we tap on that, and if we go to week, and then guess what? Each one of these candlesticks represents 1 week. And as you can see, Tesla last year, in 2020, they had a very, very good year. And they started off here at 407 on the 16th of November. And on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks later, they topped out at 879. So you can see the gains that the Tesla investors made during that point. Now I've just moved back to the day here, and like I said before, all of these candles represents 1 day. Now what we can do with this is we can look at trends just by looking at candlesticks. So you can see here on the 8th of July, here on the 19th of July, and here on the 28th of July, candles went as low as 620, but on multiple occasions. this represents a good support line. Now that's a different video. Support and resistance lines are a different video. I'll link it up in the top right hand corner when it's available. But that's just how you read the candlesticks, and that's what we use them for, is to pick up trends, pick up support and resistance lines, and all of that going forward. Now I hope in this video you have learned something about candlesticks, the way they're open, the way they move throughout the day, and the way they close, the representations from the green and the red, and how you distinguish the difference between both, and how you can use them into actual technical analysis. Now, as I said, this is part of a technical analysis playlist, which you can access with a link down in the description, and I have linked it in the cards as well within this video. So thank you very much for watching this. I hope you learned the basics of candlesticks, and maybe you can adapt that to your charts as well. Take care guys, invest safe, see you soon.